Hello everyone, welcome to Genius channel. We are going to see some previous year questions from NDA Physics. So if you read the question number 58, two metallic wires A and B are of same material and have equal length. If the cross-sectional area of B is double that of A, then which one among the following is the electrical resistance of B? Okay, so read the options. Twice that of A, 4 times that of A, 1 by 4 that of A, 1 by 2 that of A. Okay, so we have two metallic wires A and B. All of you try this question and comment the answers. I'll give you 30 seconds. Try and comment the answers. Okay, so did you get the answer? See, A and B, two metallic wires A and B, they are of same material. Same material means it has resistivity same, isn't it? Same material means rho, resistivity rho is same. So that is the first what meaning of the same material. What you have to take when they say it is of same material, you have to take rho. That is same rho. That means same resistivity. They have equal length. So L is same. And area of cross section B is double that of A. Is double that of A. Okay. So cross sectional area of B is double that of A. So area, suppose area of A is A, area of B is double that of A. That means 2A. Okay, so resistivity, length, area. Okay, so resistivity rho is same, length is equal, area of B is double that of A. So I'm taking area of A as A, so area of B is 2A. Now, what you have to find out? You have to find out resistance. So, resistance R is equal to rho L by A. R is equal to rho L by A. So, for first material, RA is equal to rho L by A. For the second material, RA is equal to rho L by 2A. Rho L by 2A. RB is equal to rho L by 2A. Okay. So listen, this much portion is what RA, isn't it? So this is RA by 2. So what is resistance RB? RB is equal to RA by 2. So now see, yeah, there are options like twice that of A, 4 times that of A, 1 by 4 that of A, 1 by 2 that of A. So answer is option D, 1 by 2 that of A. Okay, so understand we have R is equal to rho L by A, isn't it? That means resistance is proportional to length. Resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section. That means if area of cross section is increasing, resistance is coming down. Okay, so here area of cross section for B is double that of A. So resistance should be half because they are inversely proportional. Okay, so moving to the next question. Question number 59. In India, distribution of electricity for domestic purpose is done in the form of. Okay, very direct question. So comment the answers, all of you. In India, distribution of electricity for domestic purpose is done in the form of. Yes, correct. That is option A, 220 volt 50 hertz. 220 volt 50 hertz. That is the electricity for domestic purpose. Electricity for domestic. Okay, so in India, distribution of electricity for domestic purpose is 220 volt, 50 hertz. Moving to the next question. Question number 59. 60. Question number 60. Which among the following is the correct order of power consumption for light of equal density? Which one among the following is the correct order of power consumption for light of equal intensity? Okay, so you have to see from this which is consuming more power from which is consuming less power, like that. Okay, so in the options you have CFL, fluorescent tube, incandescent bulb, light emitting diode, that is LED. So you have CFL, fluorescent tube, incandescent bulb, LED. So which is consuming more power, less power, like that you have to arrange. So go through the options and comment the answers. Which is consuming more power, which is consuming less power. Go through each and every options. Comment the answers. Okay. So what is the answer? Option B. See, we have already studied LED is having very less power consumption. LED is having very less power consumption. So, from the options, LED, see LED, light emitting diode is coming with less power in the option B, isn't it? Light emitting diode less than CFL tube, less than fluorescent tube, less than incandescent bulb. Okay, so from this itself, we can eliminate other options because light emitting diode is the one which is having very less power consumption, very less heating effect, or we can say no heating effect. Okay, so option B is the correct answer. So please note down which is the most power consuming, that is incandescent bulb. Very less power consuming light emitting diode. Then in between that lies CFL tube and fluorescent tube. Fluorescent tube. From that one is compact fluorescent tube, fluorescent light, compact that is having less power consumption than fluorescent tube. So answer is option B. Okay. So move to the next question. Question number 61. When an electrical safety fuse is rated at 16 ampere, it means. When an electrical safety fuse is rated as 16 amperes, it means. Options: will not work if current is less than 16 ampere, has a resistance of 16 ohm, will work if the temperature is more than 16 degrees Celsius, will be blown or breaking if current exceeds 16 ampere. Okay. So read the options clearly and comment the answers. Okay, what is the answer? Yeah, option A, will not work if current is less than 16 amperes. Okay, so an electrical safety fuse is rated as 16 amperes means that it will not work, or it will not work if current is less than 16 amperes. The fuse will not be working. So moving to the next question, question number 62. Which one among the following is the true representation of variable DC potential rheostat AC ammeter? Okay. Which among the following is the correct representation or true representation of variable DC potential rheostat AC ammeter respectively? See the symbols and comment the answers. So a variable DC potential means what? This is DC, isn't it? We'll mark a DC battery or a cell using this symbol. Variable means you'll put an arrow. So variable DC potential means this is the figure. Now rheostat. What is rheostat? That is a variable resistance is known as rheostat. Variable resistance or resistor is known as rheostat. Okay, so variable resistance means you'll draw a resistance, put a narrowhead like this. This is rheostat. Then next is AC ammeter. What is the symbol for ammeter? This is the symbol for ammeter. Variable means what you'll put? Variable means that is, sorry, AC means alternating current, isn't it? So you'll draw it in ammeter, then you'll draw like this. That is AC ammeter. AC means alternating current. DC means direct current. Okay, AC alternate, that means value of AC will be different at different instance. Okay, value of DC will be constant every time. Okay, so here variable ammeter is denoted like this. Okay, so which is the correct option? Option C, variable DC potential, variable, that is a rheostat AC ammeter. Okay, so moving to the question number 63. Question number 63. Consider the following circuit. The current flowing through each of the resistors connected in the above circuit is. Okay. Consider the following circuit. The current flowing through each resistor connected in the above circuit is. Okay, so find out. Well, if you do this, you have 3 ohm resistors, two 3 ohm resistors, two 3 ohm resistors connected in parallel. You have to find what is the current through each of these resistors. Please try. Okay, now listen. Okay, so 3 ohm, 6 volt. So what is the peculiarity of a parallel circuit? In a parallel circuit, the voltage across both these resistors will be same, isn't it? So this resistor across the ends of this resistor, first resistor also 6 volt, across the ends of second resistance also 6 volt. So to find the current flowing through any of these resistance, we can just apply the equation I is equal to V by R. I is equal to V by R. So voltage is given 6 volt divided by R is given 3 ohm. Okay, so that is 2 amperes. So 6 volt by 3 ohm, that is 2 amperes, option A. Okay, so 3 ohm resistor here, 3 ohm resistor here. So the current flowing through this Actually, what happens? It divides like this. Okay, current after reaching this junction divides. In a parallel circuit, divides and flow, then they reunite here. Both currents reunite here and it flow like this. Okay, so you have to just apply I is equal to V by R because voltage across the ends is 6 volt and resistance is 3 ohm. Okay. So here both the resistors are of 3 ohm. So same value of current will be flowing. That means 2 ampere and 2 ampere. Then it will flow like 4 ampere. So here through each resistor, the value of current is 2 ampere. Option A. So move to the next question. Question number 64. Question number 64. Ohm's law defines a resistance, current only, voltage only, both current and voltage. Ohm's law defines a resistance, current only, voltage only, both current and voltage. So go through to comment the answers. Direct question. What is Ohm's law? What is Ohm's law? Current flowing through a current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the voltage across the ends of the conductor. Current flowing through a conductor is proportional to the voltage or potential difference across the ends of the conductor, provided temperature remains constant. So that is Ohm's law. That is V and I are proportional. V is equal to IR. That is Ohm's law. So current defines what? Current defines potential difference or voltage and what? Voltage and current. So that means Ohm's law defines voltage and current. Current flowing through a conductor is proportional to the voltage or potential difference across the ends of the conductor provided temperature remains constant. So V proportional to I is equal to IR. So what is the answer here? Both current and voltage. Ohm's law defines both current and voltage. Ohm's law defines both current and voltage. So answer is option D. So thank you everyone. See you in another video with more questions. Thank you so much.